Welcome to Sovereign in Specie. I want to start out this video by congratulating Bear788 and OC Omega Stacking 3 for winning first comment on the last two videos. Thanks for all the support, you two, and keep stacking. Welcome back. Wanted to do a full stack count of my 3 9s plus. But before I do that, I was going to show off a couple random silver shields I got in the mail and some other things. So someone very close to me, we're going to call her Violet, someone very close to me gave me all of these pieces, I think $2.95 face value of constitutional. I won't call it junk silver because some of it's in very good condition. Here's the rest. She gave me this, all of this in Easter eggs on Easter Sunday. And she actually had my mom hide them, and my mom hid them in a very boo-food way, and it became very stressful. But it was a great time, and that was an amazing gift, I thought. And she even tried to give me a Morgan dollar on top of it, so it would have been $3.95 face value. But it was a Morgan dollar she had expressed interest in before, and we had talked about her picking up for herself. So I'm like, no, that's not going to do. You must keep. So I made her keep the Morgan dollar. This is one of my own to show just how much of a gift she was trying to give me, at least, total. So that's all the 90% that's going to be in this video. But I wanted to show off her silver shield collection. We have the Good Wolf and the Bad Wolf. Silver Shield 2025. We have a Don't Tread on Me Serpent. This was a random order that we did together. She gave me this one. Another here of hers. This is the Non-V Virtute Vici, which I don't think I'm saying that right, but it's by virtue, not violence, I conquer. By virtue, not violence, I conquer. That's the meaning of it. Okay, that was hard to figure out. But 2026. So this is her little silver shield collection. And I wanted to give her one of these silver shields that I ordered random. And I can see that one of them, I don't know what Golden State Mint is trying to say. Golden State Mint keeps throwing these Blaze It rounds at me. And then this one. I mean, this right here together, these, to be honest, with the Liberty or Death and the Blaze It round, these ones are like some sort of major sort of violation together, I feel like. I don't know what Golden State Mint is trying to do here. So we've got, the middle is another Don't Tread on Me Serpent. That's probably the one she should have.
It would be nice to have a copper and a silver.
Do you want that one, or is this one of these? You surely don't want this one. And do you want the skull? And
no, I like the Don't.
You want the? Sure. Okay. I figured you would, and I liked that idea.
Thank you.
And I like the idea that it's not like a. So this isn't a design that she is insanely crazy about. This, remember, this was a random. This was a random order just for fun. She got a copper piece for both of us, but this was a random order. Ooh, is this 2026? No, it's 2025. So two 2025s. This was also a random order. And this is a random order. And it's not a design she's crazy just in love with. But she does like the round. So I thought it's a good one for her to have and think about, you know, to watch the market with it in mind as like, this is something she could make money on one day. Or something that is preserves wealth that she wouldn't be heartbroken to get rid of, like a piece of jewelry or like a nice collectible sort of piece. So we'll capsule it for her and get her out of here so I can shoot the rest of the video. Okay, so that's for her. In return for all the nice gifts. She's given me more things than that. And we've traded things back and forth. But yeah. I just wanted to show everyone that because it's it feels nice to give someone something that like holds value. and they appreciate, they learn from it. They might be inspired to like do it for themselves. They might give you such nice things in return. So I just thought that was good to show. But yeah, this is all the 90% that will be included in this video. This will be a stack audit of my 3 to 4 nines, my 3 nines fine plus stack count, because I'm not afraid of any of you. And if you risked forfeiting your rights, if you risked forfeiting your rights for a mere like $1,200 finding one of the split up chunks of the stack, then that would be ridiculous on your part. But anyway, I'm also not afraid of the rogue administrators that think they run our system. They can have another kind of round thrown at them if they show up. That's funny. Vote your death. Legalize nature. Ooh. Okay. She's gone for now. I can smoke more heavily indoors. So, before I get started on the count of the 3 nines fine, I will not be counting my 9 fine 90% modern commemoratives today. I will not be counting my sterling today. I will not be counting my copper, of course. I won't be counting my gold today. Ooh, that sounds nice. Except for like 2 or 3 pieces. All of this 3 nines fine was accumulated in under 1 year. All of this 3 nines fine except for about like 3 or 4, tops 6 pieces, 6 ounces tops. All of this was accumulated in under 1 year. And I am not a highly affluent person. I don't have all that much to work with. It's just dedication. It's just saving when it comes to other purchases in life and other expenses. And yeah, overall dedication. I will start with generic bars. I have 10 of these germanium mint ingots, 1 ounce. So there's 10 ounces. I have we got 2 Scottsdale peacocks. There's 12, 13 with the Odin. Starting with bars because there isn't many. I'm not a big fan of bars. I don't know why. I just can't get into them. So there's 14. This was my grandma's. I'm not going to get it out, but I do like it very much. I would never get rid of that piece. So there's 14. And that was also accumulated this past year because she passed, and this was given to me from her stack. She was a stacker and a collector of numismatics, believe it or not. I wish I had shared more of it with her when she was here with us. If anyone you know is into something that you might someday be interested in, you think, definitely take the time to enjoy it with them. Because I would have loved to talk about numismatics with my grandmother. And she would have loved to talk about numismatics. When I was a boy, she was always talking about, is that a D dime? Is that a... Look at that. Does that have a P on it? Does that have a D on it? When we would, go to McDonald's for a Happy Meal, she would be asking me to look at the quarter for an S or a D or whatever. So she was into numismatics her entire life, and I never really shared that with her. And yes, I accumulated this bar last year because she passed last year. So I also got this ring from her stash. So from Grandma's stack, this is these are 2 pieces I will never get rid of. Moving on, we got 14. That's 14 generic bars. I'm thinking that's all my bars. It's kind of sad, I know. But, I'm not a big fan of bars at all. They're just not my thing. We do have one numismatic sovereign bar. It's a coin bar, but that doesn't really count with the generic count here. I'm going to go ahead and tag this little generic art piece onto the bars. That is 0.1607 of an ounce, 5 grams, about a sixth of an ounce. We're going to call it, so 14.16, we'll say. 14.16 in generic bars. And this art piece. Moving on to generic rounds. Okay, so recount. We got to do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, half, 3/4, 13. So 13 rounds outside of this tube. Let's see what's in the tube. Oh, there's one more. About forgot this guy. This is a Merlin round from Anonymous Mint. These are pretty limited, but I don't know that they carry much of a premium. No one seems to know about them. They're pretty cool, though. I like it a lot. It's antiqued, one of my few antiqued pieces. I'm not really into colorized or antiqued pieces. 14 rounds so far, including fractional and all. And now we have this little tube that's not full, so we have to count it real quick. Let's just split it in half. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. 16 plus 14, wow, 30. Okay, 30 ounces in generic rounds. A couple of them are 2s. And 14 generic bars. Plus this 5 gram private minted art piece from Pan Silver. 5 grams. Total generic private minted rounds, 44.16. 44.16, 3 nines fine private minted. That's not very much. 44.16. That's kind of why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to show people it's not that hard. It's not that hard, and I don't regret it one bit with the price even going down. We're seeing this huge price dip, and I don't regret a single thing because all this is wealth preserved in my eyes. This is, if it is any sort of downgrade on my financial situation, that's punishment for not stacking back when I shoulda. I regret nothing. I'm still preserving a large amount of wealth. And yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know it is not that hard. We're not all that hot. On YouTube, showing off our stacks, it's not that much silver, and it's not that hard to do. So, 44.16 ounces, generic private. Let's move on. Let's get some of this out of the way. Now, for the numismatic sovereign silver. These two pieces are some of my only modern commemorative fractional coins like this. These are 3 nines fine since 2019. One's a 2019, one's a 2020. Now, commemoratives before this were 90% silver, and I'm not counting those today. I will maybe count those some other day with my constitutional or with just numismatics because they have a little bit of a premium to them. These do too, but I don't care. I'm just counting weight today. So total, these come to 0.204 and 0.0815. Together they come to 0.2855. I'll calculate that in at the end. Let me count these little numismatics first. We got a burnished eagle, an uncirculated burnished eagle. I've got 3 of those. And 2 of these proofs. I'm not going to go over the years right now. So that's 5 altogether in these more medium numismatic pieces. They carry a little bit of a numismatic premium, but nothing special, just like these kind of things do at a sort of smaller price point. Got a couple Mexican mint pieces, Libertads. That's 2. 7, including our premium pieces here. What do we have down there? 2016 in the bottom. This is a tube of eagles. There's 20. So 27, 29, 30, 31. This is our Perth Mint stacks. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Try that again. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay, that's what happened the first time, I'm pretty sure. Now here's our numismatic sovereign bar, coin bar. 39, we're going to count that in the sovereign stack. We'll do the fractional pieces last, including these Britannia quarters. So we got 39 so far, still moving through the Perth Mint. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Let's try that again. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Oh. Couple of Krugerrands down here. 47, 48. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Okay. Those are maples. 54 maples. This is also like people are afraid to put their stack online. Well, at least you would have a record of what you had to show the people on the investigation. If you had something taken, you know, you would have a record of it because you counted it on camera. What did I just say here? 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So 72, 73. 73 and a half. 74 and 3/4. This is a 1 1/4 ounce. So 74 and 3/4 total. 0.2855 together. It would be 75.0355. So 75, basically 75 ounces sovereign. Heck with the 0.03. We'll just say 75 ounces sovereign numismatic. So 75 plus 44. 75 plus 44, 119. 119 ounces, 3 9's fine. Generic and sovereign. That's not a whole lot, folks. It's under 1 year accumulation. I still owe on a bit of it, but I've preserved it. I'm not going to be selling out anytime soon. I've max traded, I think, 20 ounces and put that 20 like directly back into gold. Max would be like 30 ounces that I've traded, and I've put the capital from those trades directly back into gold. So just wanted to show this to everyone. It's not that hard to build up a stack. It's a stack of something that holds value. Even with the value going down, other prices will be going down at some point, or silver will be going back up. It's just the way it goes. So it's something that always holds value in our world. Something noble in that way. So 119, let me think. Yeah, 119. By the way, these are like 1/5 of an ounce, almost exactly. Pretty much a 1/5 ounce coin. 3 9's fine from the US Mint. Pretty cool. Big fan of the ATBs. Everyone have a great day. Probably won't be putting out a video for the rest of the week because I have a lot to do, and that's kind of why I wanted to do one early on before the week gets going. So everyone have a great day. This has been Sovereign and Specie. We will catch you on the other side.